Femininity brought to you by Midnight's Edge. Monday night. It's that time again, kids. Welcome to the program. I am your MC for the evening, Mr. Tom Connors. With us tonight is a lovely, lovely, lovely panel. Starting with me to my stage right would be Force of Light's own Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to be here tonight on Toxic Femininity.
Woo. Glad to have you back.
I was feeling extra toxic today.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you brought it. Also joining us once again is Miss Steph, aka My Nerdy Home. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing really well. I love that intro. That really got my blood pumping.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I loved it so much. I am coming off of my one win, my single race win from Mario Kart Sunday, so I'm still pumped. I'm still riding off of that high.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I didn't win like a circuit. I just won one race, but still, I'm like the worst Mario Kart player ever, and I'm still riding off of that high.
It's okay. It's okay. You'll get there. You'll get there. It's okay.
Sometimes even the small victories are large ones.
Hey, that's my small victory. It's a big one. It's a big one.
Exactly.
One step at a time, Steph. One step at a time.
And also joining us, of course, the woman with infinite positivity, Miss Nina Infinity. How are you doing?
I'm good, Tom. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Sorry we missed you guys last week. We had some scheduling conflicts, but we're here. We're not queer. Well, some of us maybe are. But we're here, and we're so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
Speak for yourself.
Sorry, I totally assumed everybody's whatever.
Totally assuming everybody's pronouns and genders and everything.
Oh, don't assume everybody's sexuality.
I'm already
Jesus
Not
canceled.
very
Christ.
2022.
Real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to our co-host, Lorena Creole. She's amazing. She's awesome, but she's not going to be here for the next couple weeks. Well, actually a couple months because
but she might pop in from time to time.
Yeah, she'll pop in from time to time, and we'll have like news segments from her. But she's dealing with some family stuff, so and everything's okay. So don't worry about it.
Basically, just a scheduling conflict.
Yeah,
she's got duties she has to deal with until
mom stuff.
I believe December is what we're looking at now. But
yes,
she will be around. But for those who may be wondering where she's been, where she's at, there's been a bit of a conflict with the schedule, but we're working out what we can on that. And again, she should return in full in December.
She'll be back. She'll be back. She was like, "I'll be back," and then, and then she kind of left. But until then, everybody make sure you're subscribed to her. She's still going to be putting out videos. She's still live streaming, but unfortunately, just Monday nights is not good for her for now. So everybody subscribe to Lorena, follow her on Twitter, all that good stuff. We love you, Lorena, and we look forward to having you back. And is going to be back soon. I'm sure she's doing well, but she's on vacation. So hang tight. She'll be back soon too.
I haven't talked to her since last week, but as far as I know, everything is good with her as well.
I've just given up on pronouncing her name. I feel I botch it every time.
I know my husband's like, I'm just gonna call her RM. I can't do the stretch. I can't, every time we're talking, I can't.
There
be
we go. I'm gonna call her RM too.
But yeah, we love both of them, and they'll be back. And but until then, we got 2 other lovely ladies here, and I got some other lineups for toxic people for the next guest. So we'll see what's going on.
We got some stuff.
Well, we got some stuff in the works. Don't worry, guys. We got you, and we're ready to go.
Yes, indeed. Speaking of ready to go, Mr. Buttcrack Media is ready to go with a super chat already.
Yeah, it says
grab that one.
Yeah, for 5. You know what? Why don't you get it? Because he loves you.
Sure.
Michelle.
Oh,
or go ahead.
Mr. Buttcrack Media, the most lovely butt crack on all of YouTube with the $5 super chat. Love you ladies always. Enjoy the show. And oh, it's my B-Day. Well, happy birthday.
Well, that's America's butt crack right there.
That really is.
And you said it's your birthday, so it's almost obligatory.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That we have to do something, you know. It's a birthday. It requires.
So happy birthday.
Yay! That was awesome.
I don't do this for free.
Oh my God. Is that Bat Tom and
This is
Chipmunk?
that time I show up for birthday parties occasionally. Very popular amongst the children. Stay out of drugs and stay in school.
Oh
Peace
my
out.
God.
Thank you, Bat Tom.
Thank you, Bat Tom, for making an
It
appearance.
looks like Mr. Buttcrack is enjoying that
Oh, yay.
celebration. So thank you for being here, Mr. Buttcrack Media, and celebrating your birthday with us here on Toxic Femininity. Then we got Bird Up with a super chat.
Bird Up for 2 says cheers. Hello to Arkansas. That's making fun of me because I said Arkansas instead of Arkansas.
Instead of Arkansas. Oh my God.
I don't know how to pronounce your stupid states.
Were you reading it off of an article? And
Yeah. And I was like, Arkansas.
Kansas.
Oh, wells.
Is that where the name comes from? It's like, we're Kansas. No, we're Kansas. Well, it's not Kansas. You keep your Kansas over there.
Tom, for the love of God, change your voice back. I cannot. I can't
How
deal.
did you do
No.
that?
He's got that.
I forgot my voice was changed.
he's
Oh
got
my
that
God.
voice
Okay,
changer.
it went in my brain and then out. I was like, I wonder if he knows that his voice is still
No,
like
I
that.
didn't. I didn't.
Banana.
I was
Then
like,
I
Jesus Christ, Tom, no. I can't do this the whole
Makes it
show.
even better.
No, I didn't even know. Thank you for telling me. I knew it was during the song, but then I forgot. I have to do more than just flip off the song. I have to actually change the
Oh
thing.
my
When you were
God.
doing Bat
Too many
Tom,
buttons.
You
That
didn't
was-
know.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, that's why I was like, what do you mean? You think that's Bat Tom? It's like, of course it's Bat Tom.
Oh my God, it was Bat Tom and Chipmunk.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh, I have to go back and hear that now.
It was so funny.
That's gotta be hilarious.
It was so
funny. I was
Poor
like,
Bat
what?
Tom. Oh, Lord.
Nicholas Horton sends us a super sticker. I don't know what it is. What is it?
It is a Sheba dog,
Oh.
farting hearts.
Oh, yay. Farting Heart
Farting
Shiba Dog. Thank you. Thank you for that. So sweet.
And we're caught up so far, so I can probably scoot to the back and you guys can get rolling already.
Okay, let's do it.
I want to say, we are deeply sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, I was planning on starting with the main topic first, but since Tom played that, I feel like we got to hit this one first. Ezra Miller meets with Warner leadership.
Careful saying the word hit around Ezra.
Yeah, so this was one of the pieces of news that I caught today while I was trying to set up for this show. And so apparently he's been seen at a meeting on the Burbank a lot between the actor, their agent, and Warner's Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdy. sought to quell concerns over the star's arrests and controversies. The article doesn't really go into it much. It just basically mentions that he was seen with his agent and that they went there to basically apologize for him, to say he's sorry and to address the controversies and whatnot. It doesn't really say anything other than he's just showing up there to say sorry. That's all it says. Are you guys surprised? I mean, I'm not really that surprised.
No, not at all. I mean, he had to with his movie possibility coming out. I mean, he had to go apologize. And Warner, I guess, if they're going to keep this movie, has to do PR, like damage control, because I mean, the guy's a disaster.
Yeah, that's all this is corporate control, damage control.
Yeah,
they want to make sure that he is not going to do anything that will fuck up the future of the Flash movie, because they've sunk in a lot of stuff, a lot of money into that movie. And not only that, but like they want to proceed with that movie, and that is going to be really bad looking if he continues on with this behavior. So like everything that he was, when he came out with like that apology or that statement, it's very manufactured by Warner Brothers and his agent and all of that. So I've thought from the beginning that if they don't shelve the Flash movie like they did Batgirl, if they want to move forward with it, then it's going to be like a comeback story. They're going to have to proceed with Ezra Miller that way, because everyone loves a comeback story. So yeah, it's starting off with the apology tour, and he has to do that first.
The only thing I'm wondering though, Steph, and like I would love to hear what you guys think about it, is do you think he can pull it off? Like, do you think like he's gonna be able to be good for like however, because it's still a year away? Do you guys think like he because it's supposed to be hard for sure 2023?
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be hard for sure. I feel like Ezra Miller is incredibly unstable. So the first part is to apologize, right? And then tell people that you're seeking help. That's the next part of the apology tour. Let's seek help and be better. So that's what he's doing now. After that, he's gonna need to clean up his image and maybe work with, I don't know,
battered women.
Yeah, battered women.
He's just got to do the Oprah interview. He should
he has to do the interview. He has to do the interview to show like what went wrong in your life.
That's right.
So, yeah, he has to do the interview. What went wrong in your life to show that that drove you to this. There's going to be an outside source that he's going to blame when he does this interview, and in his counseling or whatever, he's going to show how much growth he has had to overcome in all of his counseling sessions, dealing with this inner turmoil and pain.
I'm waiting for that interview to drop so bad. I'm waiting for that stuff.
So that's what's going to happen. And it's all to gain sympathy from the public. So that way, once his movie does come out and he has to do press for it, because he's going to need to do press for it, right? It's his movie. He's the star of the Flash movie. It's his press tour for the movie is going to be all about, I'm better now.
Right.
And thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for supporting my journey into being a better person and seeking all of this help in order to better my mental health.
Well, do you think
when in reality this man needs to go to jail?
Do you think like he has a babysitter now? Like, do you think somebody's there?
Yes.
Like, no, you can't go out. Like, no, you can't do this.
Either his agent or Warner's has given him a babysitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think he's still gonna break the rules and go out and do bad stuff and get caught?
He has too big of an ego not to. Like, I would honestly, if he does have a handler, and from what I've seen, unless he's like, and if he also blames drugs, like, oh, I was on drugs and stuff, because when you listen to like his arrests for the police officer and all of his rants that he goes off on, if you watch all of those videos, the man has a huge ego. He's very egotistical, and he doesn't like being told what to do. So if he does have a handler, he's gonna fight back against it. It's going to last a little while, but eventually I feel like either he'll do his duty for like the next year, but then once the Flash movie goes out, you're gonna see all the stories pop up again.
You said duty.
Duty. Well, let's take bets. Since we're here, let's take bets, because I'm gonna give it 6 months we're gonna see somehow he's beat someone up or something. Probably a woman.
Are we going to do an over/under of 6 months?
The chat's been saying 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be generous. I'm giving it 6 months because I think the handlers can rein him in for at least 3. So maybe like, okay, fine. I'm going to change mine to 5 months. What do you guys think? Steph, what are you going to give him before he escapes the handlers? And
when is his court? Because he's when is his court appearance?
I think
it
was supposed to be September.
End of September?
Yeah, September 20th or something. 28th? I don't remember.
So that's what I wanted to ask. Have people actually pressed charges against him? Because it's like you can't just keep
technically.
So there have been charges pressed against him, but they've all been dropped. So probably like settled out of court. Maybe they got a payout or something.
Well, except for this last one.
Right now he's facing felony theft.
Yeah.
And he's still under investigation by Protective Services of Vermont.
For the mom and the baby, for the mom and the kids.
Yeah,
right?
and last we knew they still had not located them actually,
Right.
which was the recent discovery. But he had been staying with his mom, and I too had heard that he had a meeting with DeLuca and Abdi. I have no idea how well that went.
Yeah, we don't know that's what I'm saying. This article or no other article.
Because that's the thing. Before he was resistant to it, from what I heard, and I agree with you guys, he's not somebody who I would trust for very long. Mm-hmm. And that's just it. Can they clean him up long enough to plop him in front of somebody to do an Oprah style apology tour interview? That's the big question. Can you keep him clean that long?
Exactly. I don't know. I'm giving it 5 months. Steph, what are you giving it?
Honestly, for me, it depends on how his hearing goes at the end of September.
Yeah.
Because like if they give him stipulations, he has to follow that shit or he goes to jail.
I think they'll give him probably a slap on the wrist / probably like a fine to pay. Like they're not.
I think it'll be dropped down to a misdemeanor too, Nina.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slap on the wrist.
So I'll give him like maybe at the end of September. I'm gonna start mine at the end of September because I want him to go to like his hearing and I want to know what is the result of that. So after the hearing, I will give him. I'm with the chat like 3 to 6 months before we hear something else from Ezra. If everything doesn't go according to plan, because I really feel like they're gonna do like this apology tour. If he's on board with that, if that goes to plan, then we won't hear anything negative from Ezra until after the Flash movie comes out. You know,
but that's the thing. Unless he goes out and gets like belligerently fucked up and then chokes somebody else, like we will hear about that. Okay, Michelle, what do you say?
To keep a low profile, and I give him like the benefit that like maybe 3 to 6 months, 3 or 5 months before we hear more news. If not, then after
as of September. Okay.
Yeah, after September, after that hearing. That's when mine starts.
All right.
I'm gonna go.
Same with me. My 5 months starts after the hearing. 5 months after the hearing.
Okay, my 5 months will start after the hearing, but I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
I think as much as I have zero faith in him, I know that they will have babysitters with him like nonstop. Since Warner's has what, $200 million in this movie?
Mm-hmm, something like that.
They're gonna guard that, like the men that come in and out for like the Brink Company. I mean, it's gonna be guarded very intensely, and he has to know, and his agent has to know, if he messes this up. If he messes up this movie and Warner's can't release it, he is done. He will never get another chance if he messes this up. So I'm going to go over just because he still may mess it up, but I'm going to go over just because I think he will be guarded so intensely that it will be hard for him to mess up that badly.
Okay, so you're saying how many months after September? Like 6, 7?
I think he'll make it to the movie because if not, if he doesn't, he's done. He's absolutely done.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to keep him so busy.
Yes.
You know, with all of the press and stuff. Like right now, keep a low profile until you're hearing. After that, I feel like he's going to be they're going to put him in a facility. They're going to make sure he gets help or whatever, whether it's in a facility or private counseling sessions. That way when he does an interview, he can say like I've seeked treatment. You know, that won't be a lie because he'll actually have sought treatment. I feel like if they're able to keep him busy enough, he might actually make it to the Flash movie.
I was going to ask you guys, now that Aquaman's been pushed back, like I said, it was going to happen. And so has Shazam now been pushed back. And remember, Aquaman was pushed back in almost an entire year. It was pushed back to Christmas of next year. So what do you guys think now the odds are that Flash is going to get pushed back till summer of 2024 now?
And
that adds even more.
Yeah, if that's the case, he's not going to make it.
That's just it. That adds even more weight on the shoulders of, does this kid fuck up between now and then? Yeah.
There's
they
no
would
way they're
basically
delaying
have to
it
lock
a year,
him up
Tom.
in a rehab for him to make it that long.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be delayed a year. Like, there's no way, because that movie's already done. And there's no way.
But here's the thing with them all getting pushed back. I know Flash is going to get pushed back too. It's almost inevitable. But what I think they're doing is they're waiting to see how this goes. And this is just me kind of speculating now and going off a few things. I think they're kind of waiting to see how it goes with him in the next few months. And if he fucks up between now and, let's say, now in the next few months, like you guys were saying, 6 months, whatever, he's getting dumped from this movie then. That gives them more than enough time to reshoot everything. That means they get a whole nother year to fix this bitch. Because they got basically a year and a half now.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
it's going to be such a Frankenstein of a movie if they have to do that.
I know.
And reshoot everything. Do you think this is a question? Because I'm I'm thinking back to, like, when did we have, like, I don't know, maybe like this type of a problematic star? And I'm thinking back to, like, Britney Spears. Do you think they're going to put him, like, on a hold? You know what I mean? You remember when, like, Britney Spears, like, got taken out in the ambulance and she ended up being, like, at a psychiatric hold or something like that for
they
a little
might
bit.
have
when she got
to,
the
man.
conservatorship
And
or
then
whatever.
she got the conservatorship. Do you think like because that would be a way to sort of really rein in this actor?
They might have to. Because, I mean, he's nuts. I don't know how else to say it. He's freaking nuts. And Steph, I think you're right. Like, I think he has ego issues. So I don't think he likes being told what to do. And he's only going to take so much from whoever his babysitters are. He's going to be like, you know, at some point, he's kind of like a man child, like Arrested in Development. At some point, he's going to be like a teenager and he's going to be like, you know what, fuck the authority. I'm leaving and I'm going to go out and party without them knowing. I promise I'll be good. But then he'll like overdo the drugs or something will happen and then he'll get caught and then they'll be like, oh no, you know? So I just feel like
if it would go that far, just to like keep him reined in. You know what I mean? Because they don't want this movie to be for nothing. I mean, that would be like, if they have to shelve this movie, they have to reshoot this. They can't shelve this movie. It'd be like the second DC film that we don't see Michael Keaton in. You know what I mean? They can't shelve this movie.
They can't.
They would have to reshoot it. But I feel like Warner Brothers is broke right now. Like, how are they going to reshoot this movie? So they're trying to like save this movie, and in order to do that, they have to start with their star. They have to rein this guy in, and it's going to be hard for them to do that because he's like has such negative press around him. But his apologies and everything, they're working. Like, if you look at the replies to the tweets and everything, there are some people who are like, dude, you should be in jail. Like, how are you not in jail? This is a great example of privilege. You know, or if a black actor did this, they would be in jail already, or you know, something to that effect. But there are people who are on his side and are like, "Oh, I'm so glad he's seeking help. Do better, Ezra. Oh, we've been waiting for this. You know, we're so proud that you're seeking help." So it is working in a way, and the fact that they're also getting like those reviews out of like the Flash movie, how they're comparing it to like the Dark Knight or something, it's getting so much praise. That is also, I really feel like that is manufactured as well. Just so there's like this cloud of positivity surrounding Ezra Miller.
That's really interesting. Did you have anything to add, Michelle?
Well, I was going to ask, does Tom know, when did they push Shazam back to? Do we have a date for that, Tom?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because Christmas for Aquaman and Shazam is now pushed back to summer, I think.
So it's in the summer.
I think so.
Okay, so let me
No,
throw
coming
this.
out in March. I'm sorry, March.
If it's March, never mind. That takes what I was going to say, because I was going to ask if you thought if his hearing goes well for him in September, do you think that Warner's would just push the movie up, like, and get it out so he couldn't mess anything up before the movie comes out?
I think right now they're going to leave it as it stands, because initially Aquaman 2 was supposed to come after Flash originally. But Shazam and Black Adam, I think, are completely different animals from the other stuff. Like, I've heard that little or nothing in them really connects to the other films, so I don't think those are going to be as affected as much. I'm wondering if Shazam is just getting reshot, because, I mean, look at the reaction we all had to that trailer. It was very meh. To blah.
Yeah.
And that was one of their better received films out of the DC universe, was the first Shazam. So I have a feeling, that they're just doing some reshoots to hopefully punch it up. And Zaslav flat out mentioned all of those films, and he said they're great, but we can make them better. Which is basically saying, yeah, they suck now. We need to reshoot this shit. Which is basically what I heard about. Way of saying it. Yeah, which I'd heard about Aquaman anyways. It doesn't matter how much Amber is or isn't in the movie sucks with or without her anyways, from what I heard. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's why I heard that. And I knew that was going to get pushed back. I was surprised it got pushed back a whole 7 months. But at this point, then that means they're probably reshooting a lot of stuff in that movie.
Are they basically just redoing the movie?
They might be. Very well, like a large portion of it. I mean, we already knew that they got to reshoot the Amber stuff if they want to take her out, which likely is the case. I've heard it from enough people now that I pretty much figure she's out. And then between that and bringing Ben Affleck in to either replace Michael Keaton or punch up things that are going on, because that's the thing is, we're hearing more and more. I'm hearing more and more that the Snyder thing that I was hearing was true. Like, they're not going back to no Snyderverse anything. They are going to continue to use some of the actors. Yeah. But going forward, I think it's all going to depend on which actors they want to choose and if they can get them for a decent amount of money, because a lot of these actors, their contracts are about up. Like, Gal's only got like 1 movie left. I think Jason Momoa's only got 1 movie left after this. And then, of course, we already know that Cavill's contract was up. Now, Ben Affleck just signed a new contract with Warner Brothers. They didn't mention anything about Batman. But that doesn't mean that he won't play ball. We know he will already, since he's come back for these reshoots, because I don't think he was obligated to necessarily. Oh. So that is up in the air yet. And I've heard that Zaslav would love to get Cavill back, but he's also prepared if they have to recast the role, because he knows he wants somebody who's going to be there for the next 10 years. Right. And that's why I'm not sure yet who's taking over for Amber, because they wanted Emilia Clarke, but I heard it was a scheduling conflict. And then right after all that stuff kind of came out, she did that like press deal about her issues that she had with her. What was it? She had like an aneurysm or a stroke or something like that. While
her brain.
Yeah, so she talked about that, and then she also took that other project with Game of Thrones. So to me, that was her way of signifying she's too busy to be doing this stuff. So they may have a completely other actress. We have no idea who it is yet. But right now, it's pretty clear that Zaslav has a plan going forward. In December, we're supposed to hear what that plan is for the next 10 years. So,
well, I look forward to hearing what that
plan is. Because I've heard very conflicting things about Black Adam. I've heard from one side, I've heard that Henry Cavill's in it. And then I've also heard from another side that Black Adam completely reboots things. Like, that's where this new starting line is. So
I've heard Superman is in it. That doesn't mean Henry Cavill's in it.
See, and it's funny you said that, Nina. That's exactly what Andre said.
Yeah, I didn't know Superman was in it, but I do.
It's kind of like what they did, Steph, with Shazam 1. Yeah, like, how he like shows up. Yeah.
There's no head; it's just the chest. Yeah, but I do think that they are going to use Black Adam to like reboot the DC EU. They're going to use that because Dwayne Johnson. I personally don't think he's a big Hollywood draw. Or box office draw. I think that he's a non-problematic actor. He's pretty much as clean cut as you can get.
Well, and he's also very on the message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters simply because of David Zaslav. David Zaslav just is in it to make money. He's a businessman, so he just like wants to make good entertainment. So Warner Brothers starts making money.
Right. Which is, I mean, technically that's his job. Yeah. like, do your freaking job and make these movies make money instead of it being what it's been. So I don't know. We'll see. So, but you have our bets here, people. You have mine. You have everybody else's. So when the day comes that Ezra Miller is, back in the news in not the good ways, we'll talk again. We will be back on this topic again, I'm sure. And having said that, now we're going to move to the main topic.
Should we grab some super chats first? Or?
Yeah. We should, because there's been a lot of generous super chats. You guys are so amazing.
Yeah, Mikey in the house.
Mikey in the house. Mexican Ironman for $25 says for Nina and the ladies. Okay, you can fight over me now. You take Mike. No, I don't want him. You take him. Nope, not me. Tom, you take him. By the way, Nina, since we're talking Ezra, it's time. You want to fight?
You want to fight, huh?
You want to fight?
I already got him. So doesn't that just where he wound up? He wounds up right where he was in the first place.
I'll choke you, Mikey. Although you might like that too much. Never mind.
You might. You never know.
Might be into that a little too much. Oh my God. My neighbor's dog. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But...
Steph, did you want to grab Heath's tabletop and fantasy super chat here?
Heath tabletop and fantasy for $20. I like that tabletop. Paul Chato, is that a Chato? Call me Chato on YouTube. Believes it's no longer possible to get an indie YouTube show underway today. I'd like to believe otherwise, but what do you think? Do independent scripted shows have a chance on YouTube?
I don't see why not.
I think they do. Yeah.
I think like pretty much anything has a chance on YouTube if you don't make it political and if you don't talk about the stuff they don't want you to talk about.
I think what Paul's getting to is like it's more difficult. Like you'd almost have to have like a viral sensation at this point, unless you've got a lot of money to get behind advertising. I think that's more what Paul's getting at than anything. Probably.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
compared to what it used to be like in the days of when, like, it was like the angry video game nerd and, PewDiePie and stuff were like the biggest YouTubers. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Right. But like, that's what I mean. Like, it really depends on your level of success with regards to YouTube. Like, I don't think anyone is going to immediately become the next PewDiePie or something, but you're going to get monetized and you're probably going to make some money. Like, and that's a form of success as well.
Fan films sometimes have luck on YouTube.
Yeah, I was just about to say, fan films have luck on YouTube. Depends if it's like original content or fan films. Fan films usually have a lot of success because sometimes people seek that out. But it's all about like, I guess pushing it to the right people to advertise it.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, that's the tough part is just getting the word out there about something that's original. Then we got Colt Seaman, if you want to grab that one, Michelle.
Sure. Hello, ladies and Tom. We all know he's the promiscuous one in the group. Anyways, I thought She-Hulk episode 2 was okay, but to be fair, I was drunk and I was probably the
it was probably the porno version.
I just remember losing my wallet and pants.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Then you were probably at a strip club. That sounds more like.
Yeah, I was calling it Shit Hulk the other night. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious, Colt. Oh my God, you were probably watching the porno version.
Oh,
God bless you, Colt Seaman.
That version might be worth watching, though.
I still really love his avatar.
Yeah.
Too cute.
It's great. Liam John Smith for $1.99 says, "What if Warner fails to slash off $3 billion?" I don't know.
I think they're doing all right so far. I think Black Adam's going to make some money for them, so I think they'll be fine. This whole idea of them not having enough money to release more than 3 movies the rest of the year is bullshit. They've got AT&T behind them.
I think they're playing it safe.
Yeah, exactly. These are the only 3 movies that Zaslav is confident enough to release, is what it is.
Yeah. They're playing it safe right now.
They even canceled that Batman animated series. So, I mean, come on. They are playing it very, very
they probably
safe.
did us a favor, but it sounds like somebody's going to pick it up. But
yeah, I agree. That's being shopped around. But I think they're playing it very safe right now.
And I think the only reason they're able to do that is because it's under JJ's Bad Robot. That's why.
Yep.
But anyhow, speaking of bad, we are the bad fans, right? It's our fault that we don't like She-Hulk, and we should not be giving it bad reviews.
Well, especially you, Tom, because you're.
I know I shouldn't even talk about it. So for that, I'm going to go in the back room because I'm not even supposed to be talking about She-Hulk.
Yeah,
I need to learn to stay in my lane.
Get your toxicity out of here. Okay, great. Here we go. Ladies, I mean, well, first let me ask: Have you ladies seen this shit show, She-Hulk?
I've only watched the first episode, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch this.
Okay, all right, that's fair. What about you, Steph?
I have been watching it. I am reviewing it with Drunk 3PO. I also wanted to review it on my channel as like long form, but that just takes it out of me. I have to watch it again and go through it again, and oh my god, I don't know. But yes, I am watching that abomination of a show. It's terrible.
I have also been watching it just so I can review it on my Sunday night show. But then again, Rings of Power is coming out next week, and so I'm going to be switching to Rings of Power for my Sunday night review. So I don't know if I'm going to watch the rest of it. I'm just like,
that was me. It was like when we decided we weren't going to review it, Natalie was definitely out, and I was like, no, I'm good.
That was with Batwoman. I like reviewed the first few episodes, and then I was like, I can't do it anymore. I just stopped. I stopped watching it.
That's I mean, dude, God bless your soul. I never even freaking watched Batwoman. I was like, I'll just watch Az's reviews. Like, I can't with this. Like, there's no way.
Well, see, I've already watched CW shows. So I was like, I'll just add one more to the list.
And you know what's so crazy, Steph, is this show is like on such CW level. Like, you would not think this is MCU in some ways.
Yeah, but it's like this how CW is now.
Yeah, not back then. Not like, Arrowverse, like, or Arrow season 1. Like, it's not like the good CW. This is like really like CW. But
woke feminist propaganda. That's all it is.
Really is. And we're going to get into some of the stuff that creators have had to say, which is really going to hammer things home. But Screen Rant and Mark Ruffalo call for change to IMDb rating system following She-Hulk controversy. Forget Marvel's is not entitled to good reviews for mediocre superhero content. Comes from Bounding Into Comics. A shout out to them. They're always covering really good stuff here. But basically, they're talking about this tweet here by Mark Ruffalo, who said the rise in bad faith IMDb reviews, particularly for projects led by women and or BIPOC threatens to render the site scores meaningless if the problem is not addressed. And he's referencing the Screen Rant article here, which is basically this one right here. Let me share that. Let me share my screen. It is, and I mean, this article basically says the same old shit that we've always heard. It's being review bombed because it's a show run by women. It's
the Disney playbook, and it's been that way since Ghostbusters 2016.
Yep.
It's just their playbook now. We run this show. It's been what do you call it? Promoted as a feminist show. It's been promoted by the writers of the show, by the showrunners. We have an all-female show running group. We have all-female writing team. We want this show to be through the female lens. It's all about women power, women empowerment, and that's what we want to push. And then after that, when nobody latches onto it, not even women,
especially not women.
Yeah, it's being review bombed.
I wanted to ask that because I threw that out actually on our stream and on a stream I was on Saturday with Tom, actually. How basically I've watched one episode, so I'm basing this off the first episode.
Okay.
But basically, like, do either one of you relate to this main female lead? Do you relate to her?
No,
not even a little bit.
The main female lead is bitter.
Yes.
Is cynical, is just constantly complaining. No.
Steph's just being nice. She's a total bitch. Dude, I'm like, no, like, I don't like, no. She
speaks down to every single person that she talks to, even her assistant.
Yeah.
The girl who's her assistant, who is put in that role in order to make the main character more endearing to the audience. She even talks down to her. So it's kind of like, how am I supposed to get behind this character when she's a fucking bitch?
Well, and that's what I was going to say. That's what I said. They made the show, and I think only a very select amount of women will be able to identify with this woman, with this character, the way they've made her.
Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't connect with most women unless you're the type woman that was, I mean, the ones that are always out protesting something.
Yeah, it's a self-insert. It's a power fantasy. That's all it is.
And Stephanie, I'm glad you brought up the self-insert because, and shout out to that Star Wars girl, my girl Anna. She found this video of an interview with the lead writer, Jessica Gao, and the producer, or the producer. I think she's a producer. The other one's a producer, Capt Coiro, and director and producer. So this interview was really enlightening, and I thought that we should give this a quick look. There's a couple of really interesting comments in here, and I also want you guys to take a note of this dude right here and how much of a how do I say this the nice way? I can't really. Get off your knees, dude. Like, seriously. Like, this guy is just like sucking, kissing ass. Like, you're just like, dude, can you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me just cuck to you so I can keep my access.
Yes, like, oh my God, it's like the most cringe shit. Okay, but we're gonna watch a little bit of this. And again, shout out to Anna for letting me know about this video even existing, because again, the funny part about this too is, look, it's only got like 248 views. And this is their promotional stuff. This is what they want people to be watching. And, because this is supposed to be one of their most famous, most amazing shows out there of the MCU right now. People are going to want to know what the creators behind the scenes of this amazing MCU show, amazing Disney Plus show, are talking about. But I guess not a lot of people give a fuck, but here we go. This is some of the stuff they've had to say.
Yeah, and I totally agree. It's just so human. And I know some writers will draw on their own experiences to help tell the stories that they want. I wanted to know, were you able to put yourself into this series beyond just the comedy? Because you're a very funny person by nature from everything I've seen. So,
well, the secret to television writing is really all we do in the writer's room is mine each other's lives. I mean, it's just constant cheating.
Right.
So we had a fantastic writing staff, and we had so much fun in the writer's room because we just kind of sat around and like everybody told stories about, I mean, that's true of every writer's room I've been in. You sit around, everybody tells stories about their life experiences, weirdos that they've known, horrifically embarrassing situations that they've been in. Everybody kind of just shares all of their deepest, darkest secrets.
Why don't we, not only that, but what's notable in her answer is that they're only taking all of the negative experiences with men and none of the positive ones. Let's talk about the weirdos. What can we do? What are the weird types of men that you've run into? So we can put that in the show and show like the toxicity of men in the show, as opposed to a normal relationship with a man, like just a regular man, a good life experience with a man. But no, they're not focusing on that. They wanted to take like all of the weirdos and all the bad experiences they've experienced with men. That's it.
Well, and go ahead, Michelle. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I even take it one step further than that. If they wanted to get across bad experiences with the jerks of this world, you could have, but then you need to be let the audience see like parallel, like a good man and a bad man, and they won't do that. That's the problem. It's just bad.
It's constantly every man in the show is depicted as some sort of a bad male, whether it be the boss that she had that fired her, who didn't want her to be looking down on him while he was firing her. He wanted her to, go back to her normal Gen form so he can look down at her while he's firing her, because he's intimidated by a strong woman, right? Her lawyer that she works with is just a terrible, just misogynistic asshole. And he's constantly being told that even from the paralegal, someone who is below him, he's being humiliated by the paralegal. When she leaves the bar, it's like a group of like 3 or 4 guys. And
she lives at the bar. She lives at the fucking bar. It's like, dude,
it's terrible. Every single man. There's no, even Bruce Banner himself, given like all of these years as the Hulk, she knows better than him. She needs to teach him a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And she's constantly telling him that, like, oh gosh, you're just like being way too snarky towards me. And she's treating him the exact same way, but it's okay for her to do it.
Yep. It's okay for her to do it. But the other thing I noticed too, with regards to this interview and what she's saying is with regards to the writer's room and how they take away from their own experiences. That's actually a known writer's room trick. And I've known several, like I've watched several interviews with people like, Jerry Seinfeld and the Larry David, people who created Seinfeld, people who created these sitcoms. They've always, like, people who created Friends, they always talk about how they would get together in the writer's room and they would throw out their craziest stories, and whoever had the craziest story that week would become the episode. Like Larry David's talked about that plenty of times. But when we're talking about something like that, right, in that kind of show, in that kind of context, we're talking about original shows that do not have a source material. And that's okay. You can do stuff like that, and you can do a self-insert in that way, because that's what your show is. You're making a show. It's a sitcom. It's a comedy. It's supposed to make, ha ha, blah, blah, blah. You're laughing at people's misery. That's great. No problem. But in this show, you have a blueprint of a comic book or several comic book runs that are amazing and fantastic and people are in love with and have a huge following for. But instead, you're like, let me go and write about my personal life experiences and pretend that, that would equate to what a superhero would go through if they were, living that life instead of, this person here. That doesn't jive well. That doesn't come across well, at least in my opinion. That's what I picked up from what she was saying in terms of like self-inserting. Because I was like, well, I mean, it would work in that other kind of show, but in this show, that doesn't work.
And it works in that other type of show because, like you were saying, they do have that balance. They can have that self-insert, but they also have the balance. Whereas in this show, they have a blueprint that they're self-inserting, and they don't include the balance in that. So it just makes it for a terrible show.
Exactly. Let's listen to more of this because there's more cringe to come, people.
And all their trauma, and then we're like, great, now we're going to use it for comedy. Thank you. Like everybody, just all comedy writers are just using comedy as therapy. So
there's a very obvious satirical quality that seems to draw on very obvious real life story experiences. So my last question here, I know my time is limited. You can see that there's pros and cons to being a Hulk.
Funny.
I wanted to know, if you were a Hulk, how would you take advantages of those?
Okay, so the question was, if you were Hulk, what would you do? Like, what would be the advantages? I'm guessing you ladies haven't seen it, right? You ladies haven't seen it.
Going back to what she said, she's like, it's going to be a comedy now. We're going to take your experiences. It's not funny. The show is not funny. So I don't know how she's just like, we're going to take your experience and make a comedy out of it. It's comedy now. It's not funny.
It's not funny at all. Like, I mean, they've turned Marvel into a joke, but it's not the type of joke that we're like laughing with you. We're laughing at you, like, because you're pathetic.
We're shaking our heads and going like, what?
It's
not funny.
So since you haven't seen this, and the question is to her, if you had She-Hulk powers, what would be like your first thing? Like, what would you do with that power? Let's take a bet here. Steph, what do you think she's gonna say?
I don't know. Take like a better job.
Okay.
Like,
Michelle, what do you think?
Go at her boss and get like a better job and be the head of everything.
Okay,
she
Michelle, what do you
defeat
think?
all the ists once and for all. I don't know.
You're closer. You're closer. Michelle.
All the what once and for all?
All the, what'd you say? I said she may take out all the ist.
God, is she gonna do that? Is she gonna take out all the toxic?
She's gonna be the hero.
Well, she's Michelle's closer. Here we go. This is what she has to say.
Powers.
Oh, I mean, first and foremost, I just walk home alone at night every single day of the week. I'd walk everywhere with my headphones in, not a care in the world.
Right.
That's really,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a very sad little wish, but that is what I would do.
Well, I
Who
appreciate
the hell
you taking
is
the time.
stalking this woman? Honestly,
I know. It's like that's her wish with her Hulk powers is I want to be able to walk at night with my headphones.
honestly, who is stalking? I legit walk around when I'm going shopping, when I'm just out places with my headphones in, so I don't have to interact with people sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
especially like if I'm at the mall and you have like those people in the middle, it's just for convenience. Like, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's just for convenience. It's not because I need to take them out or else I'm gonna be.
She can't do it now because it's
Right.
probably racist reasons that she does it, but she won't say it.
I like what Grand Admiral Adams says. So she would be selfish. It's like, yeah, so you're not a superhero. You would just.
I'm gonna walk
Okay.
around everywhere.
Like,
My headphones in.
That's
Yeah.
not a very hero.
Well, according to Seth
But
Rogen,
remember-
you should just
but remember-
expect to get mugged and robbed in LA, you know?
That's
Yes,
awesome.
that's
Remember,
right.
neither is She-Hulk. She-Hulk doesn't want to be a superhero either.
That's true. Good point.
She-Hulk just wants to be an
Um,
amazing lawyer.
Oh my God. Okay, there's more like gold in this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fast forward this to 8 minutes 42 seconds because this is when
That's what she said, though. That was her answer. I'm gonna.
that was
walk
her
around.
answer. That's
so
it.
cute.
That was her answer. And that guy was like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing, thank you." That was his. That was it. And now
So
this is the director, who's being interviewed, and also co-producer. So she had this to say.
I think you've entirely achieved that with the first 4 episodes that I saw. I think it's absolutely so down to earth and very connected for anyone outside of just the MCU, just personal day-to-day life. I just think it's so relatable. And
Again,
I
this
love
guy's
how
just.
I love how this guy is saying all of these positive things while at the same time shaking his head no because he subconsciously doesn't believe a thing that is
Oh
coming out of
my
his
God,
mouth.
I didn't notice that. I have to watch that again because he said that. Hold on.
Scope.
I love that response because I think you've entirely achieved that with the first 4 episodes that I saw. I think it's absolutely so down to earth and very
right.
connected for anyone outside of just the MCU, just personal day-to-day life. I just think it's so relatable. And you've worked on a lot of shows that sort of deal with crazy or zany families. I know you've done work on Modern Family, It's Always Sunny, Shameless. Is there something about these kind of environments or those relationships?
So again, all these shows are crazy, family comedies that have nothing to do with superheroes or their line of what came before, staying true to the characters. They have nothing to do that. Her experience has nothing to do with what is being produced. So I think that's interesting.
Well, and in fairness, a lot of those shows were funny.
Yeah, they were. They were funny.
Oh.
Whereas this comedy
Ships
is not funny.
that you feel drawn to?
Well, I have a very crazy, zany family now that you say it. And, it's true that I always pick projects based on the relatability. And can I bring something of myself to them? And do I see myself in these characters? And, I'm always drawn to a lot of heart and a lot of humor. And I think the best way to deal with life is with humor. And so I never pick things based on genre, but always on character and on, I think you can learn so much about yourself and about life through comedy.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
So she just basically talked about how much she loves herself and wants to see herself. And again, just seeing herself in the character. And I also found out through this interview that she actually casted her husband. So her husband is actually in the show.
Now she says that she picks these projects. Right, she picks them, but
Mhm.
I thought that the She-Hulk production is picking people themselves based on their gender. So did she pick the project herself, or maybe
I don't
probably
know.
offered to her to direct? And
I'm not
know what I
really
mean?
sure. I mean, I could see it being offered to her, but she's saying she picks the projects. Now, the interesting part about it, though, is she said she picks the projects based on genre or whatever. And I'm like, you know nothing about superhero stories. You're not reading the comics. Have you ever watched an MCU movie? I would really like to know that. I don't think she has. I think it's just these people don't know these characters. She's like, I'm attracted to these characters, but really, are you? Because they're not at all what you're portraying on your show. So I'm just kind of like really surprised about her answers.
Yeah. I feel like she's almost lying in a way because of the She-Hulk production, they didn't really pick people based on their qualifications. They picked it based on their gender. So she's just like, I picked this no, they picked you because you're a woman.
Yep. It sure seems like that. Okay, Michelle, did you have anything to say about that that little bit?
No, that
Kinda
someone
sweet
in the comments said she was an upgrade from the last one. I was thinking, yeah.
Oh, I know. I thought that
Oh
was
my
that was
God.
the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, well, at least this one's decent to look at.
Yeah.
Well, there is more She-Hulk news. And actually, before we get into that, hold on. There's one more clip I want to show. And I'm glad that Michelle, you at least watched the first episode of She-Hulk, because this is with regards to the first episode of She-Hulk. Again, shout out to Anna for posting this on Twitter, because this is Jessica Gao defending the She-Hulk bathroom scene, which is one of the most toxic, ignorant, man-hating pieces of garbage I've ever seen, says Anna. And I agree. I thought it was freaking garbage. But this is what she had to say about the bathroom scene.
About
go full screen.
Just that real world aspect of that kind of like female empowerment in the bathroom like that.
That scene is so important to me. Like, and I had to really go to bat for that scene, because a lot of people didn't understand why it was so important. Because if you look at it from the surface level,
she had to go bat for that scene, because a lot of people thought that scene was stupid and they didn't want to have anything to do with it, because they were like, what is the point of the scene? It made no sense in the context of the show. What did you ladies think of that scene in the bathroom scene?
Do you know what's horrible is I'm sitting here trying to remember that scene. Like, that's how insignificant it is in my mind. Like, I remember most of the episode, and I can't really recall the scene. Is it after the guys tell her to smile?
It's before. It's right before
that.
She's in the bath. She wakes up as she changes into She-Hulk the first time, and then she wakes up in the forest, and she walks to like this bar, and she enters the bar, and then she goes to the bathroom, and a bunch of girls see her, and they're like, "Oh my God, were you attacked? Let me dress you up," and then they like put makeup on her and stuff.
Here's the thing. Here's the issue with the bathroom scene. The bathroom scene leads to the following scene, which is where like she feels so threatened by these men, and they walk up to her, and she like hulks out and yells at them and is about to punch this guy. The bathroom scene leads up to that. What struck me about the bathroom scene is like, what guy did this to you? You should dump this man. She looks rough. She looks rough. She looks like she's been in a car accident.
She looked like she was raped or something. Like,
she
really
looks
badly.
terrible. But at no point did they offer to call her an ambulance. At no point did they offer to call the authorities. No, what they did was this messed up woman. They like brushed her hair, put hairspray, put makeup on her. I don't think that she didn't look like she needed makeup. She looked like she needed help.
Dude, they like put like hooker makeup on her.
She looked like she needed help, and instead they made her look like a hooker. They gave her heels. They gave her this what do you call it? Fur crap.
The fur jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave her this fur. So that way, when she's out there, she looks like she's out on the town looking for a guy to hook up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
so that bathroom scene was important because it needed to lead up to her about to like get, I don't know, hit on by these men. They needed a reason for her to be in that outfit. That's why you had to fight for that bathroom scene. It's so stupid. That bathroom scene was insane. To me, I'm thinking, holy shit, she looks like she needs help. Let's call the authorities instead of putting lipstick on this woman.
Same here. I was like, and then the worst part is like they just left her alone afterwards. Like, they were like,
they left her alone.
Well,
I love how she's just like, do you have a phone? I need to call someone. They all give her a phone, but none of them, like, I don't even care. If I saw a woman like that, I would be like, oh yeah, this woman looks terrible. I think she is in trouble. I think she needs help. She's refusing my help, but you know what? I want someone to come in here and talk to her anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's how you take care of someone. You know, you
Definitely.
call the authorities, you make sure that they're okay, that they're, and
Mhm.
especially if they're thinking what they are thinking, if they're
Mhm.
thinking that she is in a position where a man beat her up like that, you would think that if she's in that domestic abuse relationship that you're guessing, yeah, call the authorities. But
Mhm.
no, they just turned her into a hooker. It's ridiculous.
I just want to say, how dare both of you attack the bathroom scene that so drastically has transformed my life that I forgot about it in less than a week.
Good Lord. Okay, hold on. This gets better.
Level, you're like, it's kind of an extraneous scene. It doesn't really serve a plot purpose. You know,
it didn't.
You could really get through the story and you could cut it and, you know, you would still understand what was happening in the story. But I was like, this is the single most important scene in that entire episode to me, because it really shows
it was,
like the magic and the protective like warmth of the women's bathroom. It is a beautiful and safe environment. I mean, outside at the bar, maybe these women would have fought each other,
Sure.
but for some reason, when you get past the magic barrier of the women's bathroom door, it is the most protective and loving and supportive environment. A girl that you meet in the bathroom of a club will go and like help you bury your dude if you need her to.
Bury your dude if you need her to.
What kind? Honestly, I've actually heard her say this line. I've heard this tiny little clip. We will bury your dude if you need. What bathrooms are you going into where there are these crazy serial killer women who are willing to commit a crime with you and bury a man's body?
For
Where are
free.
you going? For free. You're not even getting paid. Like that is, you are assisting in the commission of a crime at that point. But sure, that's totally cool because we're in the women's bathroom and, you know, nobody's gonna say anything. What happens in the women's bathroom stays in the women's bathroom. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's so crazy. I'm like, Michelle, have you ever?
Yeah, you all have.
very
Okay,
body?
I will admit, like, yeah, there's always that one crazy girlfriend that every woman has. That's like, I'll fuck that motherfucker up and I'll help you bury a body and shit. But I don't know about somebody you just met in a goddamn bathroom being all like that.
That's your ride or die, right?
That's the ride or die.
Yeah, that is your ride or die bitch that will tell you that. Okay,
Yep.
that is your best friend that
Yep.
would tell you that. You know, like, I'll help you hide the body, sure. But again, that's just a what do you call it? Like, that's just something you say. Like that's how far I would go for you, girl. Right? It's just a form of figure of speech. There's no way that someone I just met in the bathroom, hey, I'm not ride or die for you. You okay? I will call someone to help you.
I mean, the bathroom is where I personally always go to get therapy, to get new friends. I just go to the bathroom
To hire a murderer.
To hire a murderer, yeah. A body disposal, apparently. Like, what the is going on within the bathroom she's going to? And by the way, like, what is going on with her shirt? Like, she's got like knives all over it. What the hell is she talking about? Like burying
she's talking
bodies?
about like burying bodies while wearing a knife shirt.
This lady has problems.
It looks like she raided some 12-year-old boy's closet is what it looks like. I mean, the first one made me feel like she stole something from Weird Al, but now I'm just like, this is something like some 12-year-old boy would wear here. This shirt she's wearing knives? What the fuck? Yeah.
I love that she's wearing the knife shirt while saying
What do
that.
the handles say? No, they're just handles. Never mind.
No,
I thought
they're
maybe
handles, yeah.
they're handles, but I thought maybe they were a word, but no, they're just handles. Okay.
Handles.
It's just a knife
She's
shirt.
wearing that fucking shirt. You will help me bury this body.
Or you're next, bitch.
Yeah.
How many bodies is this bitch buried?
I know, right? Like, is this like, you know how she keeps talking about like inserting herself in the show? It's like, are you like, have you killed other people there? That's not what's going on? I think like some sort of like, you know, when you admit to a crime and you want to get
Well, is it she one of the ones that like admitted that they bossed Kevin Feige around?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my-
actually,
yeah, she
great
is,
point. You know what? I'm gonna.
She
bring
had
up
that shirt
quote.
on, and she's like, "You don't mess with me, Feige."
I
Oh
will
my
go to the
God,
bathroom
you're
and find some
right.
bitches to help me bury you.
Oh my God, that's a great point. Let me bring that up because that was something she did say. She said she bullies Kevin Feige, and he's totally fine with it.
What a terrible person this woman is.
Another life lesson, guys, is definitely bully your boss. That's always going to go over well.
What a terrible person. God. Like, honestly, I feel like she doesn't really have that life experience because I've never been in a bathroom like that.
I've been in bathrooms like that, like, you know, where
my girlfriends are with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those are the ones that I'm counting on to help me, not strangers.
But like I've been in bathrooms like that where it's like, you know, you get drunk and then the girls show up, like super drunk girls show up and they're like, oh, you know, like, oh my God, I love your outfit. And then you end up becoming friends with them and then you go and have some shots like outside the bar again and then you go back to the bathroom and then they're gone and they just like you lose touch. Like it's just one of those things where I don't know, the women's bathroom, especially in Canada, was definitely a place that was kind of welcoming in a way because you're like, oh my God, these I don't know, people are just really extra nice, especially when they're like super drunk, like in bars and clubs in Vancouver or like I don't know. I've met like really nice drunk girls in bathrooms in Mexico too, like clubs. But I don't know what's going on in American bathrooms though. I'm not sure if that's just a cultural thing or.
If we're ever like all together to meet up, like we're the party after the party is gonna be like in the girls' bathroom.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
it's
true.
gonna be a real time in the girls' bathroom.
It's true, but I mean,
like honestly, the conversations like at clubs or whatever that I've had in a woman's bathroom are to like the girl that's taking care of the drunk girl. Like,
yeah.
Ooh, is she okay? Yeah, she had
that.
way too much to drink. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're like short conversations. It's never like, bitch, here's my shoes, here's my shirt, let me do your makeup. Like it's nothing like that. Honestly, and that's why I say, like, if I had seen a woman like Jen in the bathroom looking wrecked as hell, you call the police for that shit. Like it's you think she's a victim of domestic violence, you call the police. You don't put makeup on her. They made all the wrong decisions in that women's bathroom.
Yep.
All the wrong decisions, and they're sending a horrible message. If you see a woman that looks messed up and you think that she's a victim of domestic violence, you pretty that woman up, girl. You pretty her up and you make sure that she looks good when she steps out.
It was such a band-aid solution. It's like I don't understand if they meant that to come across like that because they're so anti-police, like, you know, like the whole defund the police thing. Like I don't know if they're so anti like law enforcement that they're like, no, we're not gonna call the cops at all. Like she's fine. We're just gonna put on some makeup. She's gonna be okay. We're gonna leave her alone in the streets.
We're gonna pretty her up and send her back to the man that we think that she's being abused by. What a terrible message.
Oh, look, good going back to him though.
In that sense, it's funny, like how bad it is. Like the show is so bad that in that sense, it's funny. Kevin Feige is a creative genius, as She-Hulk head writer Jessica Gao. He constantly puts up with me arguing with them. He really lets me bully him in a way. It truly is a testament to what an egoless, wonderful person he is. And there you go. It says that.
Can we just point out, like, that's what's wrong with the writer's room? They think like her bullying a man like is some like great female empowerment type situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where if it was the other way around, we'd be like, ooh, you know, I mean, she would too. It's ridiculous.
Here's the actual quote. Hold on, because she says she's really mean to him. Yeah, I probably fight with Kevin more than any person at Marvel, but it truly is a testament to what an egoless, wonderful person he is, that he constantly puts up with me arguing with him. He really lets me bully him in a way. I'm very mean to him, and he really allows it. So, what is going on with Kevin Feige, man? Like, grow a pair. So it's really nice because there is no other president of a studio who would really put up with me the way that he does.
I love that. She's just like, I'm a total fucking bitch to this man.
Yeah.
But he's such a cuck that he like lets me bully.
Well,
him.
that's why I'm saying she's literally like proudly professing that she is the female equivalent of what she hates.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like literally admitting it to being a bully, and I mean, like imagine if she was a dude.
Reverse the roles.
Yeah,
reverse
exactly.
the roles.
Yep.
She would hate that person. She'd think they were the biggest douchebag, toxic person of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I bet like she's a total bitch to Kevin Feige. She bullies him, and the one again like. And she loves it, right? She loves that Kevin Feige lets her treat him like crap.
Mm-hmm.
The one time that Kevin Feige will say something is the one thing that she will never, ever forget. And she will always be a victim of. And she'll always hate Kevin Feige because he told her no, or he said something to her that she didn't like. So regardless of how she treats him, she's always going to be the victim. Like if that ever happens to her, she's always going to be the victim, regardless of how she treats Kevin Feige. And what a trash woman.
It's true. She is always going to be a victim. And apparently in a separate interview, she says, I really love Kevin. Working with him has been probably one of the greatest joys of my professional life. Yeah, because you get to bully him all the time. And like, you know, exert power over him because he's apparently a fucking cuck. Because I hate to add to the mounds of compliments he's constantly getting, but reluctantly, I have to confirm it is true. He is brilliant. He truly is the creative genius that everybody says he is. He is, I think, the best creative producer working in Hollywood today. And he's also just like a nice dude who's very easy to talk to. More like a nice dude you're taking advantage of. Like, okay. I don't really know what to say to any of this, except these women are just like, they paint a really nice picture of themselves, right? Like, it's like, who wants to be friends with this woman? I mean, God, who wants to work with her? Anybody? I mean, I don't.
Wait, this is the chick that was ranting against South Park, and she worked on fucking. She was the one who worked on the Pickle Rick episode or whatever of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Fuck this bitch.
Yeah, that's her. I mean, who fucking cares about Pickle Rick too? It's like,
well, no, that's
one
just
claim to fame is like Pickle Rick. I'm like,
that's some hypocritical bullshit. If you think you're gonna come out and say shit about South Park, and you're the dumbass who made Pickle fucking Rick.
Part of the reason I respect him so much is that he lets me be incredibly mean to him and lets me bully him constantly. And I don't think any other president of a studio would ever let me do that. But he also just comes up with like brilliant ideas. There were so many elements in the show that were his pitches, and he truly egoless because there have been times where he'll pitch a really good idea and I'll be like, that's great. And I'll use it. I'll put it in the script. But then weeks later, he'll read the script and he'll have forgotten that it was his idea. And he'll say, oh, that's really smart. That's great. And I'd be like, no, that was your idea, dummy. Like, how did you forget this brilliant idea that saved the script? Oh my God.
So a man saved her script. and she probably would have fucking taken credit for it.
Why don't you just read the comic, lady? I'm sure there's a lot of fucking ideas in those scripts or those pages that you could maybe borrow some ideas from, or I don't know, adapt. I don't, lady, god damn it. She's just the worst. It's like,
does anyone know
talks to
that?
their boss like that?
Like, does anyone know that? You brought that up, Nina. Is this show like comics accurate or
no? It's not.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
It's not comics.
No,
accurate.
there are some scenes in the show that take place that are reminiscent of the comics, but like, no.
Is she likable in the comics?
She's a good character.
I think a lot of people like her in the comics.
Yeah, she's one of the good female like characters that are good.
Well,
people do like She-Hulk, but this is terrible.
I mean, a lot of people like She-Hulk, the comics. Like they think that. I mean, even Gary from Nerdrotic said that he thought that
he's one of the favorite characters.
Yeah, the first comic book like female hero movie should have been She-Hulk, like not even Scarlet Witch, like she said, or Black Widow.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Miss Marvel. Oh fuck my life.
Oh yeah, it was Miss Marvel.
Or no, not Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Captain
Marvel. That's right. Because there's a Ms. Marvel now too.
Yeah, now there's a Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel.
I can't keep up with all this bullshit.
Marvels.
So many Marvels. Okay, there's one more She-Hulk news. Get excited, everybody. Get yourself pumped. Maybe we're gonna have a lot of WAP in here, some wet ass pussies, because of this news right here. Megan Thee Stallion to make cameo appearance in She-Hulk. Yeah, are you guys excited?
Who?
Yeah, who is this actually? I saw this all over Twitter and I have no clue who she is.
She's the singer. She's a rapper.
She's a rapper.
Okay.
Her biggest,
WAP,
song,
WAP, WAP.
That was her song?
Well, it's
her and,
Cardi B's. Her and
yeah.
Cardi B
WAP,
did that
WAP.
song. Yeah, a lot of who's in the chat. Yeah, she's gonna be in it, and apparently a lot of people are excited. Not a lot of people I know, but I guess a lot of people are excited. Like her fans are excited. They're like, "Oh my god, she's gonna be in the MCU now!" Because apparently we can't. The MCU apparently can't. It's short on actors. Like I don't know what's going on over there, but they're like, "Okay, let's get this chick here." So according to this, though, because a lot of people were trying to assume or figure out who she was. So some people were saying that she's going to be Storm, and a lot of people were pissed off at that because they were like, "Oh no, they can't make her Storm."
No.
And then apparently this dude right here, who I'm pretty sure, I think this guy is the husband of that chick, the producer. Said, I think, don't quote me on that one. Don't quote me on that. But he said this. He said this about who she might be playing.
I think that so a gentleman is getting catfished by somebody that lives in another universe. Let's say another.
Wait, what the heck?
Pretending to be recording artist. That's like one of the biggest. That's amazing.
So he thinks he's dating one person, and he's not, and we need to help him figure that out. And that's
what
where we are.
Fuck is that?
So is she going to be? Is she going to be like the person who he thinks he's dating? Like, is that her picture?
I think so. I think
what the fuck is wrong with that person?
He's
drugs.
Autistic. He's autistic, Tom. Don't make fun of this autistic man.
He's autistic? For reals?
I think he's on drugs.
Autistic drugs?
Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit of column B, a little bit of, column A, column B kind of thing. Autistic
he got
and
a
on
nice little
drugs.
delivery from Hunter Biden.
Oh, hey, damn.
That's why he's like
some Parmesan cheese. He's into that Parmesan. Oh my god! But dude, I swear, some of the stuff that comes from the red carpet at these things. It's fucking gold. It's like, what is but yeah, so I think she's gonna be herself. I think she's starting as like Megan Thee
Dangers of soy man.
I think she's gonna be Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think she's gonna be like anybody in particular. I don't think they're gonna make her a superhero or a super villain. I think she's just gonna be like cameoing herself, and people are gonna lose their minds about it. Like her fans, like nobody. Most of the Marvel people are probably like, they're kind of like like he was like, who? Like a lot of people are like, who the hell is she? Like no, you didn't know, Michelle. You didn't know who she was.
No, I did not know who she was.
Well, now you do.
I only know her from WAP.
You learned. That's what I know her from.
That's all I know her from WAP. So this guy on the red carpet says that there's going to be an episode where this man gets catfish. So he thinks it's one person and it's really another. So my question is, here's my question. Who do you think she plays? Do you think she plays like the person who is doing the catfishing and she's scared to show this man who she really is because, maybe she doesn't think that he would be interested in a black woman? Or do you think that it's going to be like her photo? Like this guy thinks that he's getting Megan Thee Stallion, her booty, and then like the other person is just like the simple plain Jane.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like Megan Thee Stallion's getting like the person's pretending to be Megan Thee Stallion, and then somehow she'll show up in the end and be like, "Thanks for saving my reputation from whoever this catfisher was," or something. I don't know.
Or do you think that she's getting catfished?
No, I think somebody else is being catfished.
Okay.
What does it mean to be catfished?
Like when
Aw.
you're a dude and you're pretending to be a girl online and you hit up
That's
another
one of the many
person.
ways to get catfish. Like there's a whole like show and other things that were based around this. It's like a whole thing. Like, yeah, like
It's when you're
Pretending
like you're
someone
communicating
else.
with someone
Okay.
and you're pretending to be someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just pretending to be someone else.
it kind of it's largely active in like dating sites, especially like you'll have
Mhm.
like men pretending to be women, like Nina said, or you'll have women post like pictures of themselves when they were younger, or other women in general, and then
Or like women who post pictures of themselves like as really skinny, and then they
That's
you
what
know,
I mean,
they
yeah.
clearly gained like 200 pounds since that picture was taken, kind of thing.
It's like, what you fucking talking about? That was me in March. I'm like, what, of 1992?
Okay, so most people, if you don't know what WAP is, this is the best iteration of WAP that I've ever heard. This is Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's song.
Oh my
and
god,
we're gonna
yes,
listen
the
to
Ben
it.
Shapiro version.
Yeah.
More pounds.
This house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
It's the best
There's some
version.
whores in this house. I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pull out game weak. Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me everything you've got for this wet ass P word. Beat it up, N word, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top if I want to ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This P word is wet, come take a dive. It continued along these lines. And it gets significantly more vulgar.
More vulgar.
Like, a lot more vulgar.
I love the Ben Shapiro version.
It's so good. I was like obsessed with that iteration for so long. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry.
I don't know what just happened, but I think I'm proud to be a white boy.
I like, God bless whoever was that made that remix, because like that's it's the music that went with it that's just it's just so amazing. Okay, so that we got that. Okay, so we got the bullying, we got the new casting of She-Hulk. Look forward to that. That should be coming soon. And then we're gonna be talking about some MCU rumors next, because we can't not talk about rumors. Rumors are fun, but before we do, let's hit some of these super chats that have come in, because people are so awesome and we want to stay on top of these super chats.
This one actually was just a message that came in before this show, but I thought it was so nice that you guys should see it.
Oh, okay. Says Lady Fasolot, thank you. Says, hail ladies of the Talks FM panel. I said manel. Panel.
Say manhole.
I said
Freudian
manel.
slip.
I missed your show last week. I appreciate your views and critiques on the offering media these days. It's refreshing. The offered media these days. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that we're back. Colt Seaman, you want to get this one, Steph, please?
Yeah, Colt Seaman for 10. I was lied to by activists my age. They said I'll get laid off if I watch woke content. Well, guess what? Didn't get laid. They said I get laid. I thought he said laid off. I don't know why. Laid if I watched woke content. Well, guess what? I didn't get laid, but I still got STDs. Moral of the story: She-Hulk will give you syphilis.
Oh shit!
Oh damn! Some monkeypox.
And Death by Snoo for $4.99. One of my favorite comics is What If Wolverine Had Killed the Hulk? Now would be a perfect time to make that happen. Okay, said my piece.
Okay, hang on. Go back to that super chat, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Death by Snoo will happen in She-Hulk. You just watch. There's going to be definitely some sort of broken pelvis or something to that effect. In the next couple of episodes, she's going to be like Tinder banging guys. So I don't know. I feel like something to that effect's going to happen, like some sort of death by Snoo situation. What do you guys think?
We saw it. She's gonna go. Isn't that rumored to happen in this next episode? She like goes out on a Tinder date and then she gets ghosted.
I think so. I don't know if it's this one or the next one, but I think one of them is going to be the Tinder thing. And I'm guessing that's the one that Megan Thee Stallion's going to be in, because somebody's going to get catfish. That's like a Tinder thing. That just seems like that's matching with that premise. But then Daredevil's going to come in too. So don't forget, there's another one. I don't know if it's this episode or the next one that Daredevil's going to be.
I don't think it's this next episode of Daredevil. I think it's going to be the next one.
The next one? Okay.
Yeah, but we all saw her gently cradling that man in her She-Hulk form, taking him to the bedroom. You know it's going to happen. He's going to want her. It's going to be like a kink. I just want to do the She-Hulk.
Yep. And then his penis is probably going to break. Death by Snoo Stew is going to happen on the show. I feel like. Poor Tom. And then next we have Gek812. Thank you so much for the $5. Says he could have spent time in Asia. In India, a mind bender was when they shook head side to side when saying yes. Confusing till you get used to it. Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about Ezra Miller? I'm confused.
Probably.
I'm not sure.
Gek, you're gonna have to.
I think it was when that guy was like saying, "I absolutely love She-Hulk. I love your ideas."
Maybe.
Oh, because of the head thing.
Yeah, side to side by saying yes. Yes, everything was so good. I absolutely loved it. It was so great.
Gotcha. The guy in the interview. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, that makes sense now.
Oh my God! What did you just pull out?
What was
it? It was
that?
an accident.
No, it wasn't an accident.
It was too.
That was extremely topic.
It was a Freudian slip.
All I saw was squirt, and I was like, "What?"
I don't know what that was.
You're sure? Yes, sure. Thank you, Gek, for the super chat.
What it is I go to click on it to unclick it so it goes away, and then I'll accidentally click on the one because it'll jump real quick.
I know. It has happened to me several times. I'm just giving you a hard time. But I also think...
Darn you, kitty bear, and your naughtiness.
I also think squirt is a funny word. That's why I always like Squirtle. Because he'd be like, Squirtle!
Squirtle! I have a bunch of Squirtles. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm immature. What are you going to do?
So am I. But okay, yeah. I think they meant the interviewee or interviewer.
Okay. Stephanie, you want to get this one?
Yeah. John Thomas for 5. The Zaz knows he's crazy. He'll be hidden away until after the movie. There'll be no press tour. I think that there's going to be one. I think that there's going to be one. I think he's going to do the apology tour, entering rehab, the whole reformed comeback thing.
I can totally see the Oprah interview now that you guys said it. I'm like, oh, nice just like the one that she had with Megan and Harry. Megan and Harry, like it's gonna be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna sit in this like pristine area and talk about how Ezra's like clean now and like
and it's going to be incredibly scripted. He's gonna know all the interview questions, he's gonna give all the correct answers, and he's going to look and seem very remorseful.
Very human.
Yeah.
And then Big Raj. I don't even have to look at this. I know it's a thumbs up. So thank you, Big Raj. You're amazing. Thank you. Okay. I think that's it for the super chat. So now we're going to start talking about some rumors because there's some
I heard a rumor.
Rumors. What should we start with? Should we start with the MCU rumors about Captain America or the ones about the Fantastic Four? Let's start with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because I saw this.
Did you see the one I sent you though too?
No, I didn't. Which one did you send?
Oh, the one I sent is right below that. And it has Seth Rogen and a few other ones in there.
I saw the Seth Rogen rumor.
Yeah, because that's
no!
one that they had rumored before, and that's where I'm like, oh no.
No, the one that you wait, did you post that in the thread? Because I forget
I
which
think so.
one.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Yeah, can you please find that again? Because that was a good one. I wanted to kill myself when I saw the one you posted, Tom.
Did I post it? Where did I post it?
I don't know.
Where the
Maybe you
fuck is
posted it on your feed.
It was probably on your feed. Maybe that's where I saw it.
I was gonna say I could have swore I posted it in Toxic Femme, but
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Willie, thank you for the $1. You're amazing.
oh shit, where'd it go? Well, 6 sent it to me. Hang on.
Well, this one here. So there's another rumor now of this dude playing the Reed Richards Fantastic Four. Mind you, when I clicked on the article,
sent it to her,
I saw this and I thought it was interesting.
Here we go. This is the one I found.
Okay, hold on. Where is that? Where is it? Because it was like there's an update. Oh, there we go. Update. So this person who came out with the rumor clarified that they heard of Bagley. How do you say this guy's name? Is Bagley? Bagley's?
I couldn't tell you.
Bagley's involvement from a Reddit rumor. So this is a Reddit rumor.
Yeah.
While other anonymous insiders like Great Phase have claimed that Bagley's name is in the Reed Richards casting conversation at Marvel Studios. So I don't think that's like high praise when it comes to like as far as rumors goes.
Well, I just remembered that we had heard that a while back that Seth Rogen was supposed to be playing this thing, and I'm like, God, I hope not.
Terrible. That's
That
terrible.
that would do the movie in before I ever saw anything if Seth Rogen's in it.
Wait, no, go back to that picture, Tom. Wait.
Oops,
we need to discuss this for a second because Seth Rogen is a piece of human garbage.
Yeah, he is.
He really is.
But what was the other people? Hold on, I need to know. Like,
I don't know who that other chick is.
We need to talk about this.
And I don't know who's playing Johnny Storm.
Yeah, I didn't know who the woman was either.
I don't know.
I didn't. Yeah, and I didn't know. Yeah, Johnny Storm either.
Okay, hold on. Go back.
Let me see.
Who is this person?
Apparently, it's them.
Who are you? Okay, I know the dude. Actually, I saw Lorena post about him because she was like, "I like him in
Bridgerton or whatever."
Yeah,
Bridgerton. It just kind of leaves you in a circle. Yeah,
well,
I don't know who these people are.
But like, no to him being Mr. Fantastic. I don't know who that guy is. As the flame guy, like, but he looks so gay. So it's like, is that supposed to be like a flaming joke? I don't get it. I'm so confused.
No, I'm sure they'll make him flaming gay.
Oh my God.
So he can date Iceman in their Fire and Ice.
Oh, who's the guy that they wanted to play the Human Torch?
Yeah.
The showrunner is Matt Shankman.
It's a movie. Yeah, he's the director. Yeah.
Wait, does anyone in the chat know who this girl is?
No, I don't. Is that Evan Rachel Wood? I don't think that's her.
It's not.
That ain't her.
I don't know.
Rachel Brosnahan.
Is it the woman who stars
Rachel
in The
Brosnan?
Marvelous Miss Maisel?
Brosnan.
What'd you say, Michelle?
Is it the woman who stars in The Marvelous Miss Maisel on Prime?
Oh, I don't know.
Blonde hair. No, I don't think it is.
I don't think is that no.
I'm trying to find something.
No, it's not Rachel Brosnan.
I'm trying to find the names, but I can't find the names.
Wait, is it? God,
Here, let me look.
maybe it is her. Yes, it is her. You're right.
Okay.
Maybe it is.
It is. It's her. Hold on. Here it is. She looks really different in different pictures. Like she goes.
She can.
She's got one of those faces that's like totally different. Like this angle, she's totally different than like, let's say like this angle or like this hairstyle. Like she looks completely, these are the same person.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like she looks so different. She's got one of those faces where it's like, you know, like that episode of Seinfeld where like the girl was like really pretty in some lights, but she was like really ugly in the other light. This is what's going on with this girl. She's got like pretty face, and then she's got ugly face. Like, no, like what is going on in this picture? Whoa. Okay, that's enough.
I don't know. I can't find any names or anything. This seems pretty unlikely.
But that was her, right?
Well, that part, yeah, maybe. But
Yeah.
like as far because every time somebody asks anything about it, all this person does is just repost the post.
I like how
So-
Corey's like she's a liberal. Dude, all of these people are liberal. Like who's not liberal?
Okay, Rachel Brosnan. Okay.
Yeah, Rachel Brosnan.
And then we got, let's see.
Oh my god. I'm obsessed with Seinfeld. What can I say?
Charlie Puth must be the other guy.
Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth, the singer, is the torch.
Charlie Puth. It does.
No.
Is it? Is it? I can't.
That doesn't look like Charlie Puth.
That doesn't look like him.
No, he looks.
He has a thing in his eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look like him at all. I just googled him.
That doesn't look like it. He has a
No.
thing in his eyebrow.
Yeah,
No,
he's
that's not
like
him.
a scar. That is not him.
No clue who these other people are. Rudy Pankow. Let me
I
look
feel
him
like
up.
this is exactly.
Where's
Yeah, I feel, dude, Michelle. I was just gonna say, I feel like this is exactly the type of casting that Marvel's going to do. People we have no idea of who they are, or are just terrible people, and you're like, okay, this is what we're gonna get then. All right.
Someone said cheesy poof. Like we're trying to figure out who these people are. I have no clue.
Yeah, and I can't. Like I said, every time somebody asks, all she does is post the original post. The only one she confirmed was Rachel Brosnan.
Corey's like, I'm a liberal too, but I ain't crazy. You know, you're probably like the only person that's like that. I'm just joking. I used to be a liberal too, back in the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, that's the rumors again. I mean, for me, it's really bizarre what they did to Reed Richards, because it was like the John Krasinski was such a fan favorite to be cast as Reed Richards, and then they cast him as Reed Richards, and then they shat on him.
Up. Yeah, they totally
Like
messed
that?
him up, and they turned him into an idiot.
Yeah. And then they're like, we're not gonna give you that now, though. Like for
Turned
his
him into an
own
idiot
movie.
before they popped his head.
Whatever. Okay. So that's it. That was the rumors for the Fantastic Four, the latest and greatest. And
I'm
now
worried.
get ready for the next.
I'm
rumor.
grim. Ben Grimm.
Oh, Ben Grimm. It is really grim.
I hope it's not Seth Rogen as the
It
thing.
probably
I mean,
is.
Yeah,
terrible.
that would be awful.
He has gone like over the woke deep end, so like, yeah, I'm sure he's getting all the.
Well, that's not the politics aside. It's terrible casting. His voice is awful. I can't. He has that annoying voice. I can't stand it.
You gotta
The only
remember, they
time
think
I
we like
his
him.
voice- yeah, the only thing I like about his voice is that he plays like that cricket in Kung Fu Panda. That's it.
Who was worse in terms of voice acting voices? Because I cannot stand that other guy, the one that was in the Sandman as the Crow. God, what is that guy's name right now? The super woke guy.
It's not a cricket. Is it a locust?
No, he was the Crow in Sandman. Somebody will tell me who it is. Oh my god.
Mantis.
Huh?
Thank you, man.
His name is not Mant. I'm just joking.
I'm
Patton Oswalt. That's right. Patton Oswalt.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot stand that dude.
Oh, I
And
can't stand
He's
him. either.
awful.
He was in Sandman as the Crow. So like between him and Seth Rogen, I think
I'm getting a lot of votes to play this thing in the chat. It's clobbering time. Yeah,
hey, that's pretty good.
I'd be too old to play Ben Grimm though.
That's pretty good. Okay, so here's the next rumor, which again, consider the sources. Like, this is definitely not something that I'm saying is going to happen. I just think it's an interesting rumor and I can see it happening, but take it with a fucking massive grain of salt. Okay, like a fucking shitload of sea salt, the entire ocean's worth. But
Pink
they're
Himalayan
saying
sea salt.
Himalayan sea salt. Take this with that much salt. Is Marvel bringing Chris Evans back for Captain America to disown MAGA? An effort seems to be underway at Marvel to bring back Steve Rogers as Captain America, but the reason will probably make some people unhappy. And this was an actually really interesting article, which I read about. Is it really that funny, Steph? Tell me what your thoughts are, please share.
Oh my God. That would.
But what does that do to MAGA? I don't get it.
Okay.
You know what? Chris Evans would be like fucking happy to do it too.
He would.
Chris Evans would be so down to do that. And he would just like throw it in your face. Like, yes, let me just give 2 big fucking fingers to half the US, half America. Let me just throw 2 fingers up at you guys. Like he would totally be down to do it. But what's fucking hilarious is that they have Captain America, right? They needed Chris Evans to come out and say that Sam Wilson is Captain America. This man is Captain America. And in his show, people made fun of his character because it's a fucking ridiculous show. Do better. You need to do better. Like, it's a ridiculous show. So it wasn't taken, this message, right? The message wasn't received well when it came from Sam Wilson's Captain America. So they need to bring the big guns. We got to bring Chris Evans Captain America to give you the big fucking middle finger. Like, it's so ridiculous. And I honestly, I think that he would be down to do it if it's.
I think he would be down to do
so
it
down
too.
to do it because Chris Evans is such a woke lunatic. Like, he is a woke actor to his core, always sending the right message and always backing everybody with all of the woke shit that they're putting in Marvel. And I think that he would totally be down to do it. How they would write that in,
well, this one,
if he's dead, then they would have to go back in time.
Well, this rumor kind of talks about it. So it talks about, like, first it starts talking about how, like, you know, the Punisher logo was like, you know, people hate the Punisher now because it's like a bad sign. It's the Punisher symbol is often used by the right side of politics to express particular viewpoints. So they start talking about that. Then this guy goes into the purpose of this article to relay a rumor that is coming from the 3 solid sources that he's got regarding similar situation with the different Marvel characters, Captain America. So he goes on to say that several months ago, a source shared with me a Marvel that Marvel was potentially looking to do a new Captain America show or movie that would see both Anthony Mackie and Chris Evans somehow sharing the Captain America mantle. The source is rock solid. He's claiming this is this person. The source is rock solid, but the alleged leak was politically charged. As a general rule, I try to stay away from explicitly political stuff and what I report because ultimately, if it lives in that realm, it causes our site and myself trouble. So, anyways, he goes on to say that the leaders of the MCU reportedly disliked that they did not address the issue before Chris Evans retired from the character. Oh, this was the part, the issue. That they're bringing back Steve Rogers because some Marvel were concerned that Captain America was being used as a conservative and by conservatives and MAGA types as a pro-nationalist superhero icon. Reportedly, Kevin Feige was open to doing a project in which both versions of Captain America would come together to somehow repudiate the perceived negative aspects of America while still finding a cause to believe in. The leaders of the MCU reportedly disliked that they did not address the issue before Chris Evans retired from the character. They felt that having an African-American version of the character bear such a burden alone was unfair. Then that was the original rumor. So that was that. And then he says later, as I saw Marvel's future slate of projects, I was pleased I had not gone anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Then things began to change. In the last week, a second source has told me an almost identical story. This time, the source was informed of the possibility or likelihood by his or her boss working with Marvel. This source made the rumor have a second connecting point, and I feel I should go ahead and reveal this is going in the upper levels of some corporations connected with the MCU. Essentially, Marvel wants to keep the uber popular Captain America brand, but they want to strip it of the nationalist and conservative connotation that they feel it has from the second source. So then this is the rumor.
Yes, because anything America is bad.
Yes.
And he is totally about the red, white, and blue.
Yes. And essentially what they're saying in this is that like they don't like seeing people in MAGA rallies wearing the Captain America shirt and shield, and they hate that and they want to get rid of that ideology at all costs.
So they have to ruin the character so they won't like him anymore.
Yeah.
Basically is what they're saying.
That's basically the rumor, is that we have to ruin this character at all costs. And they're talking about how it might come down to him even showing up. So it says like they will do it with Falcon, a version of Captain America in a movie. And my boss says to watch for Chris Evans' cameo as Old Man Cap. Anyway, all I can tell you is that Americans and Canadians love to see Steve Rogers, blah, blah, blah. So that they're saying that that he will somehow show up in Captain America 4 as
does
Old Man
anyone
Cap.
want Old Man Cap? I mean, ask yourself that.
I don't.
He's gonna be a lot weaker.
What the fuck is the point of Old Man Cap? I don't know. A lot of people think that they might do like Hydra Cap, like, and just turn him into a Nazi, which I can see, because that's like kind of like would go hand in hand with the MAGA, like, MAGA being equated to far right, that they're Yazis or whatever else. So I can see them doing that too. See, it says Burbank hates Captain America. He says they totally lose it when they see people wearing Captain America star shirts or television at Trump events. Their regret is not bringing Steve Rogers back in order to have him realize all the problems facing America. They will do it with the Falcon version of that show. So that's the
What's
rumor.
Interesting is like Captain America, he's all about like, yeah, he stands up against bullies, but are these people really bullies? They're just standing up for their rights. They love America. These, they're patriots. And what is so wrong with patriotism? Mm-hmm. Right? It's going to be viewed as patriotism is bad. It's terrible. Mm-hmm. That's how it's going to be shown. Patriotism is going to be terrible. Patriotism is going in their show or whatever it is. It's going to be viewed as bad because Captain America, he wasn't about using his powers for like, wherever that's why they had the Sokovia Accords, right? He was against the Sokovia Accords because he didn't want the government to use them in situations that he wouldn't agree with. Mm-hmm. And in this case, Sam is just kind of like telling people to do better or whatever. And so it's kind of it's become really weird, right? Mm-hmm. The message has become pretty off. Mm-hmm. And so now it's like patriotism is terrible and they're going to use him to push that message. Mm-hmm. Whereas he inherently wants people to be free. I want to be free to choose where and when I can protect people, and not be used by the government to go wherever they should tell me I should go. Yep. And these people are choosing to be patriots and are going to be at places where, they feel like they should be, but he's going to stop. Like it sounds so convoluted. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's bizarre to me. Like for me as an outsider and an immigrant and, someone who I'm not American, but one of the things I always thought about when I thought, and I saw the flag or like I saw Americans, celebrating the 4th of July or like how patriotic Americans are. It's a source of pride for a lot of people. A lot of people, they wear that flag with pride because a lot of their parents and grandparents gave their lives, for their country, for what they believed in. And I think that kind of goes hand in hand with what Captain America to me has always been kind of the icon of the best of what America can achieve.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not like, and yes, of course, America has a lot of problems, just like with every other world, every other country has problems and America has problems too. But Captain America was a symbol of what America could be and achieve if they put their best foot forward in everything that they wanted to achieve. The idea of liberty, the idea of passion, the idea of, just free speech and being able to live freely, like you said.
Standing up for what you believe in. He believes in God because he's like, there's only one God.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like Thor or you know what I mean?
Right.
So he is a blue-blooded American.
Yeah.
He has those core values, especially in the time, considering the time period that he lived.
Exactly.
And had a lot of his life experiences.
And I feel like that's what they're kind of trying to destroy as well. It's like that kind of like the American dream. They're trying to destroy that. And they're trying to, destroy traditional American values. And I think that from, again, standing from the outside, I'm not even American. And I was always attracted to those ideas of America, what America told the world that it wants to be. And like, that's what they strive to be. And I think it's kind of a shame. Like, it's really a shame that there's a sect of people that hate that part of themselves now, like that they hate that part of your country. And I hope that like you guys can, figure it out at some point, because those were really good points about your country. Those were the stuff that people on the outside look up to. So hopefully they won't destroy Captain America, but
I really think that they are, especially if they want to, just tear down those traditional American values. Then they're absolutely going to destroy Captain America, because that he basically stands for all of that.
Yeah,
all of that.
Yeah. It's sad. But I think that's pretty much it for the MCU news. Tom, did you have anything to add to the Captain America rumors discussion?
No, I think you guys are right. It's just going to be a old Cap cameo and him to come out and say, "You're a bunch of racist istophobes. We're not accepting this man as Captain America."
Oh my God. Michelle, anything else you want to add to this?
No, exactly what you guys have just said. We all know
You think that
it's going to happen.
Do you think that they're going to mirror that one scene in the Avengers where Loki is? Where is Loki? I can't remember where he's at. It's after
He's stuck with Kang. He's stuck with Kang right now.
It's after they take the guy's eye in the first Avengers movie. And then like he tells all these people to kneel, and this one old man doesn't kneel.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna make give Chris Evans like that role,
and make him kneel,
but make him stand up against the MAGA people.
Oh wow! Like he's gonna show up at some sort of like MAGA rally somehow and be like, "This is not the American dream."
Yeah, he's gonna be like, he's gonna be that man at a MAGA rally, and they're all gonna do something together. He's like, "No, I'm not gonna. I don't kneel for whatever." I wonder. Right?
I think the closest is that they're gonna do the Hydra thing. They're just gonna be like, "Oh, Cap is like a Hydra now, and he's a Yahtzee," and that's pretty much it. And the real Captain America that's going to save the day is Anthony Mackie's Captain America, because the other one was a Hydra plant all along. Like, the whole time that you guys were watching him, he was actually Hydra. He was actually Hydra Cap, that entire time.
Well, let's see what the people in the chat are saying here. We got Night of Snake, who has a question for you guys. If Cavill can't play Superman on film again, who do you think a good replacement would be? Like, is there any chance Tyler Hoechlin could play the version as well as a TV version? But if not, that's the guy who plays him on Superman and Lois.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But if not, the one person I think who could be a good Superman is the actor Ian Somerhalder. Look him up if you don't know who he is. Thanks. There you go.
The actor that plays him on the Superman and Lois show, I've never really liked that casting. Never.
I never liked that casting either, Steph.
Yeah.
Because I remember him from like the what's it called? Like the Arrowverse stuff. And I was
yeah,
like,
it started off as a CW. It's
Yeah.
a CW show, but
I was
I
like,
never
what
liked
the
his
fuck is-
casting in that.
I didn't either.
When he was like in Supergirl, I didn't like him. He just
This is the other
when
dude.
I think of Superman, I don't think of that of him. You know what I mean?
don't either. Yeah, I do, and I don't think of him either. But this is the other dude he's talking about.
Oh
This
yeah.
dude right here.
Oh yeah.
That's a good choice. If you can't get Cavill back, probably. I haven't seen him in anything, it looks like, but
I haven't seen him anything recent.
Yeah.
I wonder if he still looks this hot.
He has to be about Cavill's age. Why would you do that? Was it for a show?
I think he's looking at in case they have to replace Henry, but
Oh, okay.
It depends. It all depends on like how hot he is now, what his body looks like. I'm being superficial, but I mean, God.
Vampire Diaries. What does he look like now? Let me look. 2022.
That's a good
that used to be
question.
how Hollywood would work, though.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Oh, he still looks good.
Does he? Let's see,
Yeah.
2022.
He still
was
looks
in
good.
Lost, evidently.
That's true.
He still looks good, but like
he's older though. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
He
He's a
still
little
looks
too
good,
old.
but it's just kind of like, I don't know.
Like here is one of the pictures he's got. Wait,
Going by what I've heard, if they do cast anybody else other than Cavill, it'll probably be somebody younger.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks like he got filler on his face, to be honest.
Look, he's like way older now. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I think he's older than Cavill.
I don't see it now. Is this him? Holy shit, he looks so different with like a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's got a nice jawline, though.
He does. He does have a very nice jawline. Like he looks really good here, but he's too
I
young.
mean, yeah, if you need somebody to replace Cavill at that age, yeah, maybe. But I think they'd go with somebody younger anyway, probably.
I think
But,
they'd go with someone younger too.
Michelle, I know you had to leave at the top of the hour. Did you still have a few minutes left where we can go through those last few super chats, or did you have to head out now?
Oh, we can go through the last few super
Okay.
chats.
All right, we got, I think that's Ideator. I'm not sure how you say that otherwise.
Want to get this one, Steph?
Yeah, Ideator for 5. If I can handle Vin Diesel as Groot, you all can handle Seth Rogen as the Thing. I hate Vin Diesel and this tough guy contract. Not seeing the face works.
I don't know if
but
that's
to
fair.
be fair, though, Vin Diesel only said, "I'm Groot."
I am
Exactly.
Groot.
Like
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, Groot, Groot.
Seth
Like,
Rogen would talk through the whole thing, and
Yeah,
it's
you would
awful.
say like full sentences.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, you could hear that damn laugh.
Yeah,
God.
like fuck.
Holy crap, my dick is orange too. And I'm always
the only
hard.
reason I can- the only reason I can stand him as Mantis is that even in Kung Fu Panda movies, he doesn't have a lot of lines. Like, that's the only
Dude,
reason.
everyone and their mom was telling me to watch Sausage Party. They were like, "This is the best fucking movie
my
ever," and I was like,
God.
"I'm not watching fucking Sausage Party." with Seth
Sausage
Rogen."
Party's joke only works for like 5 minutes, right? Once you get past the idea that these Disney-like characters are talking like adults, it loses its luster.
It's
like the
done.
whole joke only would have worked had they had it like the first half hour, 45 minutes of the movie. All the groceries in that aisle live, pristine, perfect lives. They never swear. They never do anything wrong. And then the main character gets tossed over to the wrong aisle, right? Or gets shipped out to a discount shop or something like that. And then gets introduced to this other world. Then it kind of can play out a little bit longer because otherwise, after 5-6 minutes, the joke is dead.
I
That's
mean,
my
I
problem,
would
yeah.
have probably watched it if it wasn't his damn voice. That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't help either, right?
It
Like,
was
that's
just
the other
his
problem.
Voice. I was like, oh, I can't stand you, Seth Rogen. Like, no. And he's
I
from,
think
like,
the
City,
staying
you
power in
guys.
that is gone. Pretty much nobody really talks about
He's,
it.
like
So
from Vancouver. I'm so embarrassed. I can't stand that dude. Okay, next super
he's
chat.
ruining
Thank
Ninja
you.
Turtles on me as it is. So
Oh,
we got
God,
Bird
I
up
know.
next.
Oh no.
Bird up for $5. The Seth Rogen character arc. I'm stoned. Her.
Pretty much.
That's it.
That's what Tom was saying. That's so funny. Retro Meister for 10. Thank you. Says the rumor makes sense considering that the new Captain America movie is named New World Order. Oh,
Oh, that's
shit.
right.
Isn't
That's
it?
right.
I didn't
New World
know
Order.
that.
Yes, New World Order.
Yep.
I completely
So they are
forgot.
doing the Nazi
They're
Yeah.
doing
Captain
the
America.
Nazi Cap. Oh my god! I guess Chris Evans is going to be spokesman for Klaus Schwab's Great Reset to say how great it's going to be. Fuck my life. You're probably right.
That's right. I completely forgot that.
Good
That's the
lord.
name. New World Order.
God, I forgot that it's what's
And then
called.
Ideator
Like
says,
right
touche,
there.
Nina, good point. And I think it's a good place to end this on. Thank you so much, guys. You guys were amazing chat tonight.
Thank you.
And I want to thank Michelle for coming over here from Force of Light to help us out tonight. Do you guys have anything coming up that you want to plug real quick or anything like that? The link, of course, is in the description for anybody who may want to check out their channel.
Yes, yeah, we just did our first time watching Karate Kid reaction, and very soon we're gonna have our first time watching Back to the Future 2 reaction and Nightmare on Elm Street. So
Oh, nice.
Ooh, one of my jams.
I finally watched it, Tom, the first one.
And
It was great.
good,
Great.
good.
I
I'm glad
loved
it
it.
held up.
It was really
Considering,
good.
because like I can't watch it like to me, I've seen it my whole life pretty much. So like to me, I can't tell if it holds up now.
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was fun. It was really
I
fun.
wasn't sure, but yeah, I can't wait to check that out, Michelle. And yes, check out their channel. It's called Force of Light. And we have Steph as well. You got anything coming up you want to plug?
Tuesday night's main event on the Geeks and Gamers channel. That is tomorrow. Also subscribe to my channel. I might be putting out some She-Hulk videos in the future. Reviews of She-Hulk in the future, and come and follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch as well. I
The
usually,
Insta-Twits.
yeah, I
Not
Twitch.
the
I
Insta-Twits,
play Mario
right.
Kart with my viewers on Twitch. So if you want to play Mario Kart with me,
Nice.
And I agree with TNDL. You should watch Karate Kid 2 and 3 as
Oh
well.
yes, we're gonna I think
Yeah.
watch that this weekend. So that's
Two
coming
is
too.
two is one of those sequels, in my opinion, that is just as good as the original.
Okay.
I like 2 a lot.
I
yeah,
love
2
the
is
first
really
one.
good. It really takes things and like takes the stakes to the next level.
Okay.
It's not your typical sequel. Like where
3
it's-
not so much though.
3
I like 3. I like.
I
3.
do, and I think it's going to get some redemption after the next season here, but we'll see.
Okay.
I liked 3.
but
I like
last
3
but
because we actually have like a proper villain in
Yeah,
Silver.
I love Terry Silver.
Proper
Maybe I should watch 3 again. It's been a long time.
After
I watched it,
you've
like,
seen the Cobra Kai show, I think it really helps it, because I've heard a lot of
Okay.
people coming up to me and say that having him come in the way he did, especially saying like, I was all fucked up on coke. I mean, Christ, I tried to take out a 16-year-old kid or 17-year-old kid or whatever it was. Like that whole thing,
torturing this kid.
yeah, I was torturing this kid and stuff. Like at least that gives him a little bit of a redemption.
That was good. That was such a good scene. Oh, I'm so looking for forward to Cobra Kai coming
Just
out.
about a month away now, just under a
I'm
month.
so excited. Really? I thought it was coming out in like December.
Or wait,
Wow.
no, it's like September.
9th.
September.
Not
Yeah.
even a month, yeah.
Yeah, because
So
they
excited.
released the last one for Christmas. Like they released the last season like on Christmas. I remember, and I was like, Christmas is amazing.
Nah, because they jumped right into shooting this season. I think they were still like it was barely right after they dropped the last one. So yeah.
They're bringing
okay,
back Barnes, right? Barnes is coming out.
Yep,
coming back.
yep. They
Bad Boy
spoiled
and-
that already.
Yeah.
They did. No
looks
one
so
of
good.
consequence for $10 says in the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daisy Johnson makes reference to fascism being back in style.
Oh.
I never
World
saw
Order.
that shit. I never saw shit.
That show, I felt like it was kind of leading to that storyline, but they never really went anywhere with it. But yeah.
I never saw it.
Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of disappointing. But I know it had its fans, so.
Yeah, I know. Like a lot of.
So yeah, last but not least, Nina, anything you got coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, check me out tomorrow for The Real BBC. I'm pretty sure it's on Ezra's channel tomorrow. So Real BBC there. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing my Breaking the Narrative show with Comics Division. So come and hang out with us at 10 Eastern for Comics Division. And then, of course, as always, Fridays, Infinite Hope. If you are sick of all the bad news, come and hang out with me. And let's talk about good news and watch cute animal videos and turtle love.
I love turtles.
We need the turtle love.
Yeah, turtle love. So thank you everybody for being here today. Again, make sure you're subscribing to Lorena Creole. All the people here. Thank you again, Michelle, for being here tonight.
Oh wow, Cobra Kai is already next Friday.
Next Friday.
What?
Yep.
It's the 9th
yeah.
already. Holy crap. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, oh, that's like a month away. I was like, oh shit, yeah, it's already next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thank
god,
you.
it's being
Oh, wait.
released on the same day as Rings of Power.
Oh,
Shut the
no.
fuck up.
Seriously? Oh no.
Dude.
OAW Entertainment, if that's true. Holy shit. Yeah, I think you're right though. That's true. I didn't even think of that. They are dropping that the same day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh fuck, they're fucked.
They're
They're lucky
Power,
this thing
right?
is
Rings
drug
of
out
Power?
by weeks.
Oh
Because Cobra Kai that first week is just gonna dominate.
Yep.
All right. Because it had like 40 million some viewers, I think, the last season. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but that was on Christmas though.
Yeah, it's true. But school's back in session. This is the fall season, so we'll see here. Thank you so much, everybody. Of course, thanks to the ladies for all your wonderful reporting and insight tonight. As always, you do an amazing job, and we appreciate all that you do here at Midnight's Edge for Toxic Femininity. And with that, we're going to say good night, kids. Bye.